And our first majestic accessory is the Mask of Garrick, which means I can set up for the infinite boss rush, right? Using this on the Dark Lord, then he can never die and he always protects the other person. We also got one of the gems while I was at it too. We're actually doing very decently when it comes to drops. So yeah, I don't know, maybe last time because I was so focused on grinding the main dungeon so that I could clear the Adventurer Guild tasks that I didn't get this rate of mythics, but in all honesty, we're getting one almost every hour, and that's pretty good, to be honest. We're at floor 13,000, so still working our way up. I think once we get to 15,000 or maybe 20,000, I will just grind out all the mythics. Right, so stocked up plenty of gold, meaning we can now go after some of the bigger objectives. So the first thing we're going to grab is the oddity shop and the floors per hour counter, so we can actually track the speed of the comps we're using, so we can try and progress in a more controlled fashion. The other thing we probably want to grab, what was it? Do I have something in mind? Oh right, yes, an extra slot for a loadout, but actually kind of seems a bit harsh to spend 1 billion gold at this point in time on the extra slot. I'd rather just cycle through what we have, so I think I'm going to dump it for the essence, since it is pretty substantial to help us power up the gold gain and whatnot. Well, we can probably go, yeah, 10s. Anyway, let's hire a comp. We have battle credits, I think, to burn through, so we'll go with the mining comp. Although in saying that, we don't need to run the chef at the moment. We can go ahead and probably grab the tavern owner, right, for a little bit extra essence, or even just another miner. What do I want to go with? You know, we'll just go with 6 miners, why not? If they want to show up, that is. Any day now? No? No one wants to come mine? And this is why you save the party comps. Oh, and this is just ridiculous. Right? Oh, there's one. Almost missed you. How much is the upgrade? 500 mil. I might just cave and buy it. Or actually, do we have enough bottle caps? 200. We only have 100. It's pretty annoying that there's nothing really to spend the 100 caps on. Right? I mean, you can use it for 5 relic levels, but that's not that great. We will grab the pick. Well, we can swap to Cosmic Shields now. I think the Essence Find isn't that great. I think the Essence Multiplier is still better. Although it does have the Gem slot, which we do kind of want. We'll probably go Item Find instead of Mammoth Shield, since we're doing it on auto. And then probably the Cosmic Shields, because it has the slot again. Okay, Gold Armor. Well, actually, Radioactive. I should probably do this a bit better. You can have the radioactive suit, you can have the treasure chest, and then you can have the ore find, right? I think that's all we really need. Item find, ore find, yeah, everything's looking good. Ore find, anything else? Withering, sure. And then gold, delirium. You should have more item find gems, right? Ah, yes, there we are. Alright, this should do for now. I mean, it shouldn't take too long. Obviously, I'm going to spend credits, right? That's the whole point of using this mining comp. We've got 5,000 stocked up, so I just want to try and get a bunch of uranium to start this off. So key settings, swap to mine shafts, and spend 5,000 credits. And apparently lose straight away. Why? Venture ended because a single battle exceeded 1,000 turns, so there's something wrong with the... Ooh. With the script. What could possibly be wrong? HP less than 50%, default attack, no it's fine. No one has Phantasmal Claw. Rank equals normal transmutes. Isn't all default attack, is all default attack. So they should just go into default attacking, right? I suppose we put is or above the transmute. The transmutes. And then tries to default attack. Hopefully that's enough of a fix. I do have to re-equip, which is a bit annoying. Means I also have to look for another miner. Oh, never mind. Straight away. Grab you. I'll pick up equipment. Right, let's try it again. 5k. Credits on. Mine shaft. Perfect. Then 5,000. There we go. There it's running. Right. 5,000 credits. Perfect. 300 mil. Close to the upgrade we wanted. The big thing is uranium. How much do we get? 33. Not as much as I'd like. No. Still, it's decent. We couldn't really expect more than that, to be honest. can go ahead and craft it. 11 bars. Can we make another radioactive suit? We can. Am I trying to save the obsidian for, what, wireless fidelity? Probably. We'll just craft it anyway. Cool, so 2 radioactive suits. So now, the main thing that we're going to tackle today is speed. So I will just run this comp as it is now at the moment, just to gauge how quickly it is. We'll start from 5,000, since I am just going for mythics at this point. I don't really care about progression too much just yet. Got back the warps, healing fairies, it's fine. And try to gauge how quick this comp is. Right, so I'm not going to go till it's green, but we're hovering around 2,500, right? So we go back down and back up, depending if we get warps. Altogether, that's pretty bad, right? It's 25% of the end tier speed. So we do want to play around and try to tweak it a little bit, especially the scripts. To try and really go for speed, because we want to grab, well, not all, probably all. All? What am I trying to say? We're going after the Majestics, right? Not Boss Rush. Plus, all around, it's more gold, it's more green smithing shards, which are the big thing we need to... We just need to tweak this so it runs a bit more effectively, especially when it comes to the ore. Right, just a minor adjustment really. The team alive down to 1 instead of 2, so if it's multiple enemies, we'll always use Phantasmal Claw. If it's singular enemies, we'll just default attack, and we'll only foretell on those high enemy rooms. Then also, isn't ore, default attack. So, the reason you do 2, though, is so that you can ore check the 2 enemy rooms, right? Because if there's 1 ore, you want to deal with it first. So, actually, I can make this a little bit better. If I add in 3 more, 2 more, 3 more. 2 more. Change this to 2. Add in 1. Go Team Alive, greater than 1. Civic Skill, Phantasmal Claw. Right, so after thinking about it, this should be the ideal setup, right? So the wizard is going to foretell on the 2+ enemy rooms, then on the 2 enemy rooms, it will try to default attack the isn't ore. So if there is an ore node, then it'll clear the room in 1 default attack, otherwise we'll get 2 default attacks, which is slightly slower than just using Phantasmal Claw, but quicker if you do get the ore nodes. So once you actually get to the point where you can stack a lot of ore find, well actually 100 is the maximum ore find, isn't it? Either way, this should be the optimal thing even once we have the sword and spade this time. It might need a little bit of tweaking, but more or less this is all we need to do. So I've also fixed up equipment, gone for as much withering as possible, and also reset that. Leveled up and dumped the gold, so a slight boost to the relic levels. Altogether, we should hover around 2,500. 2,500 until you get a lot of the perks, so the oddity shop, the ore block, no, not the ore blocker, the chest optimizer, the no death animations, and even the chest deleter, and no boss animations. The boss animations are the real big one in terms of speed loss, right, without the sword, space, and time. So once you get all of them, it's a lot easier. Anyway, we'll check this. Again, I just want to farm from 5,000 till whenever, trying to get as many mythics as possible. So warps are back on, healing fairies are fine. Fingers crossed, we should have decent enough speed with this. So we haven't quite greened out, right? But we are still hovering around that 2,500 range, so I think it's fairly solid. The other thing that I got wrong, right, starting from 5k is not correct. We'll just do the janitor. We want to start from 10k. So my rationale behind that was 5k is where the accessory mythics drop, so that's why you want to start at 5k. But I forgot to factor in unlocking the janitor. So if we start from 10k, we actually have the chance at the mop bucket and the wet floor sign, right? So that is where we want to progress from. 10k, best chance at all the mythics, and a chance at the actual janitor. All of which is essentially just what we're doing, right? I mean, I can't really progress and try to get all the end game unlocks until we grab all the mythics and grab a whole bunch of gold and find the janitor, and then we can go for the optimal comps in all the different categories. So I am just left to grind. So 10k till I find the majority of mythics, or at least the mythics that I need for speed comps, ore comps, and I guess boss rush. So I think we'll leave it there, and I will just let everything run and progress in the background, and hopefully next time it'll probably be a little bit while, right? Longer than usual. I think I've been aiming for every second day. It'll definitely have to be longer than that, because Again, everything that's really left to do is just the really grindy stuff in the game. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. See ya.